Hey guys, at BV Matson here. Today, I'm gonna salvage this locking gas cap off of this tank, all right? I ended up with a buddy's tank in a project that I'm currently working on, and this one's a little dinged up. We could probably use it on another project, but the 72 CL350 doesn't have a locking cap on it. So what I wanna do is put this locking cap on that bike if I can. I just wanna show you real quick how these actually come off the bike. I love these locking ones because instead of a pin, there's actually a little screw. So grab your JIS screwdriver, all right? JIS, not Phillips, because you can wreck these really easy. There's a little screw underneath here. Simply take that out. On the other side, just hold your finger against the back side of it, and this screw will pop right out. And that'll get rid of the latching mechanism on this. Another little thing about these is, as far as the lock goes, they're actually kind of worthless. So I'll show you that here in just a second. I'm just flipping this piece off on the back side here. I'll show this to you as soon as it pops off. Long-winded bugger, and there it is. And here's a little clasp on the other side that holds that tank on. And then you can just pull that pin right out. So what we'll do is we'll marry this together just so we don't lose it, because we're going to put that on our tank. And then the next step, I'll show you how to open one of these if you don't have a key. It's ridiculously easy. Not really sure why they even consider these a lock, because all you need is a flathead screwdriver, jam it in, and turn it. You don't even need a damn key on it. But anyway, we took that off. Now this piece will lift straight off. Should. And there we go. Just like that. There is your lock. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and slide my pin back in, and then you can see how this piece kind of slides in there like a keeper, just like that. So I can just do this, and I'm going to have a locking, at least a visible deterrent maybe from somebody doing that. Now the tricky part is that this connector up on this side is actually a pin. So you're going to have to get a little creative to get this one off. All right, next up, now that we've got the lock off, we got to drive this pin out of here. And the best thing to use is, just a basic punch, all right? Try, this is a tricky camera angle because I got the tank laying on its side. So I'm going to try and move that so you guys can see. But anyway, a few swift hits. And see how we move that pin back out just like that? That's all you really want to do at this first juncture. Get her driven out. Probably not going to be able to just pull it out. Let's see if I can give you another little look at it. There we go. So here we've driven that pin out. Now, this punch isn't really going to help me out a whole lot because it gets thicker, and that's about as far as I'm going to get that pin out with this tool. So we got to change strategies just a little bit. Got a couple options. All right, now that we've kind of popped that through, honestly, you could use, a punch set or something that has a little bit longer diameter on it. But honestly, what works just as fine is just a nail. Nice quality nail. Pop that in there. Give that thing a push. You're going to have to give it a few taps, and that pin will pop right out of there. You do have to finesse it just a little bit. And one thing to pay attention to, here's that pin, okay, just for reference, is that you don't want to wail on this crazily, because your hinge hook is right here, and you can bend that out of sorts. Now, if you do end up bending it, like mine looks like it's a little bit bent, these do pound back, relatively easy. But you don't want to just be wailing on it, because you could take your gas cap, out of alignment. So the only other piece that came out of here was just a small little washer that was in between here like that, and that was that. Let's take a look at our harvest. All right, so here's what we ended up with. Here's the gas cap. Here's the locking mechanism. And we've got our pin and our little washer. Now, here's my gas cap off of the 72 CL. I think this is off a 71, I think it is. But anyway, if you look at these bad boys are almost identical. This one's got a screw in the top. This one's got a pop rivet, it looks like, in it. But it should work. So let's move the lock over. Dun, 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 dun. Perfect. So we should be able to just unlock that with the screwdriver again, and that'll come off. It should work. Let's just put it on the tank and make sure everything works. I do believe these are interchangeable though. And here we go. We're looking at the tank. Let's just hope that this all lines up perfectly. So I'm just going to take my retainer back out on this. Be really careful not to scratch anything. Again, I just want to just make sure everything's going to be good to go. That's going to slide in there. Just like that. Yep. And my gas cap is going to come around just like that. Fit it. It should be good. This has got to go down just a little bit. But I do believe it's going to work once it goes on there. If not, I can always go on and do that. But why wouldn't that just line up? Oh, I see something. I see something. My lock was locked down. So now this should slide on there a hell of a lot easier. Bam! That's all it was. My lock was turned locked on. Now my cover should go on. And it should line up once I get it all straightened out. Come on, buddy. Oh, now I put it on backwards. Look at this. What a mess I am today. I'm going to go just like this. There. Lock is on the right side. Come on, people, pay attention. Bam, bam. Perfect. There we go. That is going to be interchangeable. That's amazing. Oh, my God. Okay, great. So now let's just unlock it. That'll pop right off. Oop, there. Golden. I'm excited. That's going to be a great addition to the tank. So there you have it. Those are the components to your gas tank latches. And it is nice to know that these are interchangeable. And, you know, if you want to put a lock on your tank, it'll work. Now, my 1970 has just a spin-on cap. That's all there is. So no way to really put a lock on that unless you bought a completely different gas cap altogether. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, I like to just go into detail and, you know, go into every little section and every nuance of these bikes. So in case you're wondering or you were fighting this pin, you just got to gently get aggressive with it and it'll come out. So if you enjoy the video, hit that like button. That means a lot. Also, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Also, follow along Instagram and Twitter at BV Matson. Thanks so much, and see you in the next video.